Hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is my first YouTube video. In this video, I am going to be repotting a few of my plants. I will be repotting my snake plant, 2 Mandula pothos, a rhaphidophora tetrasperma, and an aglaonema. I first got my potting mix ready, which is Miracle-Gro potting mix, cactus and palm mix, and orchid bark. And then I mix them all together. My snake plant was the first plant to be repotted. As you can see, it's not looking too great. The leaves and the leaf tips have been dying for a few months now. And after I was able to get it out of the pot with the help of some chopsticks, I found out why. The bottom of the root system had a whole bunch of mold spots on it, and the bottom of the pot and the saucer also had mold spores on them. Here I am working on getting all the moldy parts of the root system off, as well as loosening up the root system as much as possible by taking off as much excess soil as I can. Looking back on it, I probably should have treated the plant before repotting it, but I'm hoping that it'll do better just by me repotting it, but we'll see. With my chopsticks, I'm getting any excess soil out that's got trapped in the crown of the plants. How does it look, guys? I also try to clean up after each repotting to keep the mess to a minimum. These two Mandula pothos I decided to repot together. I'm going to repot them in this plastic 8-inch pot from Home Depot. The Mandula on the right has fallen off my windowsill so many times it's not even funny anymore. Whenever I'm repotting my plants, I like to get off as much soil as possible. To me, it feels like it helps the plants to adapt better to their new homes. And guys, Mandula pothos are my favorite pothos and one of my top 3 favorite houseplants. I've also propagated this Mandula on the left and gifted those propagations several times. Here I'm figuring out what will be the best way for each plant to go into the new pot. After getting enough soil into the plant pot, I'm fixing the leaves and getting any of those small leaves out from underneath the soil, and then topping off the top of the planter. This rhaphidophora tetrasperma I picked up from Ikea not too long ago. I found it interesting Ikea has these labeled as philodendrons and not rhaphidophora tetraspermas. I was planning on putting this pot in the terracotta colored pot on the right, but the root ball was smaller than expected, so I tried to see if it would fit in any other pot. I really wanted to use this cream colored glazed pot from Walmart. It's 8 inches and it's cream colored on the top, and then it has like a rough texture on the bottom, but it just wasn't gonna work out. So I tried out this white ceramic pot. I tried putting it into several pots before temporarily deciding to use this glazed cream colored pot. But ultimately I decided to use this white 8-inch ceramic pot from Walmart. This aglaonema was a gift from my mom. She got it from Lowe's clearance, so she was able to get it for 50% off. I was intending to use the terracotta colored plant pot on the right, but I made a very, very interesting discovery. There were two plants that were stuck in nursery pots that had outgrown said nursery pots, and the roots were bursting out through them. So instead of repotting the plants and taking them out of the nursery pots, they potted them directly into new soil, into a new bigger pot, y'all. This made me sad because I've heard stories of people finding plants like this, but this was the first time I'd encountered it myself. I'm doing my best to separate them with as little root loss as possible. This first one was pretty easy, taken off the nursery pot, and I just have to jiggle it a little bit, shimmy it out, but it came out just fine. This second one had a larger root ball, so it was a little more difficult to try to take it out. I tried the same thing I did with the first, but it would not budge. I pulled out my shears and cut it out of the nursery pot while carefully avoiding cutting any roots. Look at that, y'all. So because I had two plants, I decided to repot them separately in their own pots. I decided to repot the plant with a smaller root ball into a 6-inch plastic pot. And guys, I put way too much soil into this planter, so I had to start over because the roots were coming out from on top of the soil. Y'all, I really wanted to use this pot so badly, but it just wasn't working with any of the plants I had. I went went with this 6-inch ceramic pot from Walmart instead. Y'all, do you know the name of this aglaonema? I cannot for the life of me remember. That's it, we're done. Hey guys, so thank you so much for tuning in to watch this video, and I'll see y'all on the next one. Bye!